Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this wonderful Wednesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, campers. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Compression is king. All right? Now, we talked a lot about compression and how you go about getting the compression is key to the kingdom. Anyway, I have compressed. Let's see if that translates into the first notes of the day. I would say so. See why I say life's good? First notes of the day and not a mark on my lip. Anyway, compression is key. Now, you know, let's start to here. You know that I work a lot with athletes, and specifically pitchers. Now, let me give you two of my favorite pitchers to use for demonstrations. Okay? Most of you, if you follow baseball, will know these two pitchers. Okay, number one is Noah Syndergaard, formerly of the New York Mets, now of any team that will have him for the major league minimum. He's useless. 6'6", 260 pounds of steroid rage. Unbelievable. But anyway, now, back in his heyday, he could touch 100. Not all the time, but he could occasionally touch 100. And the blonde hair and all this sort of stuff, they used to call him Thor. Okay? Tale of two pitchers. That's number one. Number two, go back several years, and the great Hall of Famer Pedro Martinez, when he first came up with the Dodgers, he was weighing in at 150 pounds and 5'10". Now you do the math. Syndergaard is over a half a foot taller than him and literally 100 pounds more than Pedro. Yet Pedro, especially back then, beginning of his career, 19 through 28, he was throwing 100 miles an hour plus every single night, and his breaking stuff looked like wiffle balls. Now look at the physique of the two of them. Syndergaard literally 100 pounds more than him, yet he couldn't be close to replicating the performance. Not even close. Now, towards the end of his career, Pedro beat up his shoulder because, unlike Syndergaard, who just lifted weights and did steroids, Pedro did absolutely nothing. I bet he doesn't even know where the weight room is. All right? So, there we go. It's not brute strength. Pedro didn't know it at the time. Nobody knows how Pedro was doing it. I do. He was doing it with compression. That tiny little body, strength, flexibility, and endurance. He was getting more strength out of his tiny frame as opposed to Thor was getting 100 pounds. He's getting it because he would compress. Now, what does that mean to us? Compress, compress, compress. How you compress is key. Now, you might think, conventional thinking is you tighten this up as much as you can, the lips, and you try to squeeze it out. To a certain degree, it works. But every single person that does that, every single one of them, has a pinch tone, out of tune, scratchy, can't play soft. It's like Noah Syndergaard, just brute, pinching and forcing. Okay? What we do is let the tongue do the compression. It takes place inside the mouth. So we relax the corners, which in turn relaxes the vibrating skin. Okay? What we are doing is compressing the air before it even gets to the lips. All right? And you compress, that builds up an enormous compression in the core and the cavity. All right? That is how you compress with the tongue. Little air, much easier to control a sliver of air as opposed to a tornado. And you just compress it. You get longer phrases. You get a lot more relaxed chops and a relaxed tone as opposed to the pinch and squeaking and squawking. Compression is king. Now, our idols. You think Harry James compressed? How about Horst Fisher? How about Herseth? Are you kidding me? Doc Severinsen? Doc Severinsen comes up to about here to me. Jerry comes up to about here to me. Herseth is even shorter than them. These aren't imposing physical specimens. And I've made no bones about it. Not one of our idols does kettlebells, but they know how to compress. If you don't know how to compress, that is what kettlebells will do for you. All right? Now, Cat Anderson, you think he was compressing? James Morrison, you think he was compressing? Absolutely. Fattest? A little bit. Guys, all these guys compressed, and none of them used a gadget. Not one of them used a gadget. Not one of them used a pencil. Guys, that is not how you are should be creating compression. You can. Just like Stan Mark can overblow the horn, you can, by, just like I said, tightening those lips. Yeah, please. Anyway, I can't do it. Felt that in my throat. So, guys, compress. Get yourself a 1SB mouthpiece. Take the free lesson. If you want more, get them. $100 a month, you get 4 lessons. Guys, it's there for you. Guaranteed. All the chops of our idols, guaranteed. The technique, the soul with which they play, that's a gift from God. But the physical part of it can be produced by anybody. Anybody. All right? All right. Now, one more thing before I let you go. I have been working on this for 50 years. 50 plus years. Guys, I have made every mistake in the book. And I am going to lead you around the potholes and the pitfalls and everything. Guys, you will take a complete straight line to the chops of your dreams. Get the 1SB, take some lessons, and let's do it. All right? Compression is king. Love you all.